Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Marks. So I've just seen it there. Joelinton's news circulating around on the net. It's all over the place. The Sun are covering it. The Times are covering it. Everybody is covering this news. Joelinton has been charged with drink driving at 1 this morning in Newcastle. 24 hours after Newcastle just made it through to the semi-finals to take on Southampton for the first time in 47 years, and he has Joelinton going out and partying on Newcastle. You know, at the end of the day, he's allowed to go out there and party, but to then go and drive in your car after you've been drinking, that is really out of line there, lad. You know, you need to think before you do that, because that is a very dangerous thing to be doing. I mean, not only for other people, but also the safety of himself as well. He's having a fantastic season. That you just don't need to be doing stuff like this right now. Obviously, the reports are saying that Newcastle United already know about this incident. They didn't want this kind of news obviously being out there, which is obvious, you know, because of how well Joelinton's doing under Eddie Howe, and obviously doesn't really portray a very good image for us, neither for our club. But at the end of the day, you know, that's something that Eddie Howe really can't deal with, in the fact that it is the player's decision at the end of the day what he does in his personal life. But that is really bad that he's, you know, being pulled over. Of course, there could be another reason to this as well. You know, there's always two sides to a story. We're only hearing one side here from what the media are putting out. You know, it would be great to hear the side of the story from what Joelinton, you know, says on the incident, which I'm guessing we won't get here, obviously, but he has now been charged for being over the prescribed limit of driving, of course, drink driving, and he is now going to have to go to Newcastle Magistrates Court on the 22nd of January. So it's going to be right between the two-legged semi-final as well. So that is an incident that now he's going to have to deal with, a scenario he's going to have to deal with, whilst we are trying to make it through to a final of a League Cup for the first time since 1976. This is something that Eddie Howe really doesn't need to deal with. I don't know really what to say on this, to be honest, but it's not great by Joelinton, I've got to say. What Eddie Howe does with this, I don't know. If he, you know, gives him some sort of telling off and maybe leaves him out of the game against Fulham on Sunday as a disciplinary action or something like that. But I don't know what Eddie Howe is going to do with this. There's definitely something got to be done, you know, as a way to give him kind of a warning that if you do this sort of thing, that it's not acceptable. Obviously, at the end of the day, you know, they're entitled to go out there and celebrate, but when you bring drink and driving into it, you know, it's a very dangerous situation, not for just people around him, but also himself as well. I mean, God knows what could have happened, you know, if it had went pear-shaped there. You know, it would have been really bad for Joelinton. He's got kids, you know, he's got a wife and that, and also other people, you know, that could have been around the area at the time as well. Very, very dangerous, but that's all I'm going to say on that one. Hopefully, you know, it all works out for Joelinton. Hopefully, you know, it's not as bad a punishment, but it's still pretty bad that he's been pulled over. Of course, it's back time in the morning as well, driving around drunk. It's not great. But let us know your thoughts about it down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe to 100% Mags, and also check out my preview for the game coming up against Fulham on Sunday. And I'll see you all next time. However, lads.